Hey y'all, welcome back to Enjoy Life. I am Joy, and today we are having another Joy Talk. And as you can see from the title, today we are talking about moving on. It's time to move on. I don't know who need to hear that, but you need to move on. You know what I'm saying? So let me get y'all some. Some of y'all might need some tissue, and I know this is a little hood that had a toilet paper tissue, but I ain't got no regular tissue. So this is what we're gonna have today. Today the topic is move on. Like, sir, move on. Ma'am, move on. Everybody, move on. Like it's time to move on because it's crazy because this I already had like certain topics written down. But I was at church like 2 weeks ago. I was watching online church and the pastor he was talking about how people you're mad at somebody and they literally have no idea that you're mad at them. Like you mad, you up at night mad, you thinking about it during the day mad, and these people are literally sleeping well at night, not thinking about you. They're literally going about their day, not thinking about you. They don't even know. So it's like move on for your own sanity, especially if you're not going to speak up about it. Like if you're not going to speak up about it, just move on for your own sanity. Or if you have already spoken up about it and you didn't get the apology you wanted. Or and that's another thing. I already know I'm that type of person. Like if I feel like you owe me a certain type of apology for something that you've done and you have not given to me, like I'll still be upset about it. Like even if we are still talking, like I'll still be upset because I'm like, dang, like, do you really even get what you did to me? But then it's like a lot of times people aren't even apologizing because they're actually like sorry for what they did or they regret what they've done. Especially if the actions don't change. If somebody apologizes to you and the actions don't change, they are not sorry. They literally know they got you by a ball and chain and you ain't going nowhere. They know they got you on a hook by a leash because you ain't going nowhere. If they keep on apologizing for the same thing and literally keep doing the exact same thing, it's like, do they even have respect for you? Like for real. And this goes for friendships. This goes for relationships. This goes for family members. Like anybody. This goes for coworkers. If somebody's apologizing to you and literally you don't see their actions changing, or they keep doing something and they don't even see what they did wrong, like you're literally having to explain to them what they did wrong and why you feel it was wrong, and they still looking at you like, especially those people who did do something wrong and they explain to you why you shouldn't be mad about it. How you gonna tell me how to feel? Or they telling somebody else why what they did wasn't wrong and why you tripping about it. Like, what? So you have to move on for yourself. And listen, I don't know who need to hear this. I know it's easier said than done when people say just move on from something that has hurt you because like you literally only stressing yourself out. I know it's easier said than done, but you gotta find a way. Whether you need to gotta talk to a therapist, whether you need to talk to a trusted confidant, whether you need to write it out in a diary, whether you need to just get on your knees and pray to God about, Lord, I need you to help me move on from this. Like I can't keep stressing about whatever this is anymore. Like it's time to move on. And some of y'all be really stuck. Now me, it depends on the situation. Cause some stuff, well, some people I can just be like, I can cut you off without no second thought about it, and I know that's bad. That's another one of those things that is a blessing and a curse when you can just be like, okay, well, you did this. Okay, well, that was it. We ain't gotta worry about that no more. You won't do me like that again. But I got a question. Why? Now, some people aren't like this, but I'm one of them people. So for the people who am talking to, who are like me, y'all, why be it so easy for us to like cut friendships off when somebody do us wrong? But when somebody like you're in a relationship with do you wrong, like you be giving them chance and chance again. I mean, I guess there's some extra perks to the relationship side, but even with that, it's like, is it worth it? Can you work it? Put my thing down. All right, I'm joking, but no, on the serious note, for real, like, I don't know. You gotta move on. And I already touched on this already, but you can't wait to move on until somebody give you an apology or an apology that you feel like is a right apology because you might be waiting forever. And then sometimes even when you get that apology, you still don't even accept it because you feel like I had to make you give it to me. So it's like, dang, now you to stress yourself out this whole time saying you want this apology. You finally get that apology and you feel like it's not genuine. So now what? Now you just wasted all of that time. You wasted all of that time. And then you waste somebody else time who wasn't even worried about it anyway. They just apologize just to get you off their back or something. Like, I'm telling you, it's people out here who don't even know the magnitude that they hurt you at in friendships, in relationships, at work, at church, like like different places in school, like coworkers, teachers. I mean, say coworkers. I meant to say classmates, teachers. Like people don't even know the magnitude they hurt you at. One, because you didn't address it. Two, because you gotta realize, and it's still not an excuse, but some people were raised differently, and so their mannerisms and different things are totally different from yours, and levels of respect be totally different. And if people don't know the type of respect that you require, people or boundaries that you have, people will cross them and people will step on them. So for one thing, in friendships and relationships, if you have to, even at work and stuff, you have to set boundaries so people know. And then once they cross those, it's like, okay, you knew because you knew, you totally knew. And then I feel like another thing is when it's time to move on. I've already said this. If somebody keep on like habitually doing the same offense over and over after they have apologized, after you said how it makes you feel, and they still keep doing the same thing, it's time for you to just move on because at this point, it's not even them no more because they've already shown you who they are in that friendship, in that relationship. Like, they've already shown you, and you continue to stay. So now it's on you because now you're doing it to yourself, and you told them what you are willing to accept, the level of respect that you're willing to accept. I don't know, but how y'all feel about these sit downs? Like these sit downs are like I love these sit downs. Like these sit downs remind me of like when I go back and rewatch them, it reminds me of like sit down podcasts that I like to see where people are like talking about things that sometimes you sitting in your room thinking about yourself and then you get to talk to somebody like, dang bestie, that's exactly what I was thinking. It's time to move on. You have to cut off that relationship. Sometimes you have to cut off that friendship. Sometimes you have to cut off that family member. 'Cause especially you may have to cut off that family member. People will tell you that you have to keep dealing with something because somebody is your family member. Why you gotta keep on dealing with disrespect if somebody not changing just because you were born into the family or whatever? Like, you mean to tell me it's people out here who are scarred for life for stuff that happened to them when they were kids, stuff that continues to happen to them because somebody is keep telling them it's family. Like you gotta basically telling you just gotta deal with it, and it's like. Mm, it really hurts me when I see people have to deal with toxic family members, especially because like I haven't had to deal with that. And so like when I see people have like toxic relationships and it's just like dang, like that really sucks to have to deal with somebody because they are Family. That's part of the reason I feel like people don't speak up about certain things, because it's like, oh, everybody gonna brush it off because it's my family member. No. Sometimes you have to move on from those people too. So remember, move on for yourself. Especially if it's been years now. Because people be mad at other people, like, I'm talking about like friendship wise, like even relationship wise too. You be mad at something somebody did to you like 2, 3, 4 years ago, and you're still mad. And they is living their life. Like, why are you still mad about that? Please move on. It is time to move on. You have got to move on. Please. Do it for yourself. Do it for your skin. Do it for your hair. Do it for your health. Like, do it for your gut health. Like, all of that stuff, like stress and all of that stuff, like, it shows in your body, in your weight. Like, it shows. Plus, you know it. Don't let that stuff stress you out. Move on. Anyways, y'all, so that is going to be the end of this conversation for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below if it's some stuff that you know you need to move on from, or comment about a situation where it was hard for you, or the types of relationships that is hard for you, harder for you to forgive than other type of relationships. Because I feel like people give some people more leeway to do stuff that hurts them than they would like others that's a people. Like, people will let family, some people might let family hurt them more than they'll let a friend hurt them. Some people might let a friend hurt them more than they would let a person in a relationship hurt them. Some people will let their significant other in a relationship hurt them more than they would do a friend. So it's like, what type of relationships do you give more leeway in? Where you just realize that you get more leeway in, like, yeah, dang, I be giving them people some chances. Chance after chance, and you still ain't changed. But anyway, all right, y'all. So that was the end of this conversation. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so you can be notified every time I post a new video. And share this with somebody who may need to move on. Period. All right, y'all. See you on the next video. Bye.